All right, Jean, we're ready.
Okay, good evening all. My name is Jean Hill. I'm the chair of the Budget Personnel and Ethics Committee. This is Bronx Community Board's meeting. Today is February the 9th, 2026. The committee agenda is as follows. We're going to read off the guideline and code of conduct for the meeting, and it reads as follows. Bronx Community Board has the right to remove a board member or member of the public from a meeting for engaging in inappropriate conduct, including but not limited to obscene, threatening, or harassing language, slander, threats of violence, personal attacks of any kind, or offensive, inflammatory comments on the basis of ethnicity, race, age, religion, gender, sexual orientation, and/or disability. Members of the public who engage in any other behavior that reasonably impedes the orderly administration of the meeting while at a board meeting shall be removed from the board meeting at the discretion of the chair or a chair designee.
They also think that New York is behind in the trend in bringing reform, and they say that others.
And next, we're going to
administrations like Alabama
go over. Well, we went over the Board of Members guideline.
in New York.
Do we need to go over the board members guideline to successful service? Do I need to read that off?
Not necessarily, but I can open it up if that's something that you wanted to.
No, I don't think we need to read that.
But it's there on the agenda, and board members generally have access to this.
Right. So I will refer anybody who wants to go over that successful community board service information to please access. This is in your it's in the minutes that you can read that. So the next thing we're going over is review of the previous minutes. Well, we didn't have previous minutes because we didn't have a meeting in December or January. So this is our first meeting of 2026. So we don't have anything to follow up with.
But we should be doing the minutes from October then, no?
Should be we doing the minutes from October?
This was cute on Facebook.
Well, that was the
Yes,
last meeting, right?
Let me find them, and I'll put them on the screen.
I'm sorry for being complicated.
No, we have to follow the rules. I don't have them in front of me, so I couldn't refer to it myself.
All right, let me share my screen again. They are very short, but here are the minutes.
The minutes was a motion to approve the salary increase of the district manager, Carla Cabrera for 10%. And her salary went from $103,303 to $113,606. And then we reviewed of the fiscal year 2027 capital expense budget requests. And we did the board member attendance review and board members' internal budget updates. So if anybody wants to look that over, and I'll give you a minute to go over that.
I move that we accept the minutes from the October meeting as posted.
That's Barbara Stronzer. Can I get a second? Can I get a second?
I second. Jean, I second.
Okay, and second was Yahira Arias.
Thank you. Jean, do you mind taking attendance?
Okay. Okay, so we're taking the attendance at this point. G Hill is present, Andrew Liosa, Barbara Stronza,
Present.
Edgar Ramos. Edgar, I know you're there.
Edgar Ramos present.
Yahira Arias.
Sahara present.
So we have quorum.
Right.
So now you can do the minutes.
Okay, so again, we'll go back and do those minutes. Everybody's had a chance to read them over. So can I get a motion to accept those minutes
I move we accept the minutes as
from
posted
October? Mhm.
from October.
Can I get the second?
I second the motion.
And the second by Yahira Arias. Okay. So on to the next thing. Bring the agenda up again.
My teacher from my class has helped me a lot. At math, I'm getting better at it. But just try your best and just
Okay.
teach
And
it.
so the new business is board members' attendance review. Okay, so the following board members have missed 4 consecutive meetings in a row or has 50% of missed meetings. I have Monsieur Chowdhury has missed 50%. J. Colleen Wilson, 50%. Tasha Andrews, 57%. Sandra Erickson, 62.5%. Adeline Walker, 83 and 33%. Marcus McLowry, 85.17%. And he received a warning in June of 2025. And those are all of the board members who have missed 50% or more of their meetings. So at this point in time, outside of Marcus McLowry, the rest of them, we will have to send a note to them to ask for explanations on why they're missing so many meetings. Am I correct, Carla?
Yes, I'll be sending letters to them tomorrow morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll have 20 days to explain
Why they've missed so many meetings?
why they're missing so many meetings, and then also to find out if they can commit to attend meetings in the future.
Okay. So that will be the follow-up with all of the members, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members, 5 of which will be receiving that letter. And they have that 20-day to answer, to respond. Next on the agenda is review of board community associate salary.
One other thing, Jean,
Yes.
Marcus, he gets another letter, or how does that work?
That's a good question, because I don't ever remember seeing him, period.
Well, he's on my Parks Committee.
So he hasn't attended anything?
He has missed a lot of his committee meetings, maybe most of them, all of them. And he also has missed general board meetings. So, and this is the second time that I believe, Adeline has also been, this is the second or third time that she will get the letter.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Marcus and Adeline who have consistently received letters of attendance violations.
So we have to make a determination at this point since they've missed so many meetings, practically almost 100%. What's the next step in how do we handle this? Do we ask them for clarification, or do we have a private meeting with them to find out if they still want to be board members, or what do we do at this point?
So you have options. You could opt for the option of having that one-on-one meeting with him and Eugene as the chair of budget,
Mhm.
along with Loris, to have that one-on-one and see what's happening. And then the other option, you could vote to remove those board members.
Mhm.
If you opt for option two, they cannot be named in a motion as a group. Each one of them has to be voted on individually.
Mhm.
And that motion will go to executive and if it moves from executive to general.
Well-
I was gonna ask, are either one of them up for reappointment now?
I can
Don't know.
check.
I would go
Let
with
me
the first
check. Give me one
option
moment.
anyway. I would say, let's meet with them as individuals and have a conversation on why they have missed so many meetings. You know, it could be some extenuating circumstances. We don't really know at this point. And Loris and I could meet with them and, get further explanations, and then we take it from that point forward. And
Sounds good.
we have to check to see if they're up for reappointment.
Question. What does our bylaw say in reference to how many times letters can be sent to board members? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not home just yet. But
I
what does
don't
our
remember,
bylaw say as to the process?
I don't remember if we had that they received X amount of letters and,
No.
what they did. I don't think we ever put that in there. Am I correct or wrong, Carla?
Yeah, no, you're right. So it doesn't say the amount of the limit of letters that you can receive. But both of the board members are up for reappointment.
Both of them. So the whole thing might be moot. Because the borough president's office might take another tack. But in the meantime, we will follow on with the first option. We will, schedule a meeting with them. I'll see what Laura's schedule is and see if we can work out a meeting and have a one-on-one. Can we do that via Zoom or do we have to meet in person?
No, it can be via Zoom or
Yes.
phone, whichever one works better. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have a meeting like that and then make a determination and then we'll take it from there. And then we'll see what the borough president's office does also. Because in the case of Adeline, I know it's in 26 and 27, it's some of the older members coming off the board. Is that still in motion?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it might not be even a conversation to be had, to be honest. So we'll see at that point.
I agree with Jean. Should we just make a motion to have do we have to make a motion on it, or we're just having it informally?
I don't think that's something that we make a motion on. It's just something that we decide that we will take that step after the conversation we have with them and we bring it back to the board. Then I think we go through the motion. Is that correct or not, Carla?
Yes, that's a good course of action to it doesn't have to be a motion to have a meeting. That's just a very regular check-in.
Okay.
As colleagues, just to see what's happening and if they can commit to attending a lot more meetings moving forward.
Mm-hmm. So that we'll go with that step. I'll reach out to Loris and see what's his time frame is that we could set up something with those two people. Now the rest of them will just get that letter and they have to respond in the 20-day time frame.
So they're all getting the letter.
Okay.
Every single one of them will get the letter. And in the letter, I will post the question that if anybody is available, that we urge you that they meet one-on-one with the chairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pretty much, we've covered everything pretty much. Am I correct, or is there something further we need to discuss?
The salary increase for
Oh, sorry, that's the most important thing right there.
yes.
So we're talking about a salary increase, and what is the correct title?
She's a community associate.
Okay, for Christina, who's our
Yes,
community associate. Christina's last
Cristiana
name,
Robles. Cristiana Robles.
Christiana Robles. So her current salary is 53,174, and she can receive a 5% increase. Now, mind you, her main salary comes through the union, but as the board, we can give her an increase in salary. So we're proposing an increase in her salary of 5%, which would be 2,659, which would make her total salary yearly per annum is 55,833. So from here, we open the floor for discussion.
You need a motion first?
Oh, can I have a motion to open the floor for discussion on the salary increase for Christiana Robles?
Motion to open the floor to discuss the salary increase for Christiana Robles.
Can I get a second?
I second it.
Thank you, Barbara. So open for discussion, comments, please.
Now, this is the young lady that just started, right?
No. Christiana is
Oh,
our,
Christiana, right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Christiana
That
is
was
our,
on maternity leave. Yes.
right,
Yeah.
but she's back working.
Full time? Is she back full
Yes.
time?
She's back full time, yes.
All right. She's always done a good job. I'm in favor of the increase.
Okay, any other further comments? No one else has a comment?
In favor also.
So we've had two comments who are in agreement. So can we take, I'm sorry, what's the,
Yeah,
we
so
have
you need
go through
someone needs to make a motion on the salary increase, and then the motion needs to be seconded, and then you can do the vote.
okay, so I need the motion for the salary increase for Christiana Robles.
Motion to
Increase her salary by $2,659 to $55,833. Can I get a second?
I second.
First one, who gave the first motion?
I'll put the motion up.
Yeah, I did.
Yahira, and then Barbara, you seconded?
Right, I did.
Okay, so can we vote on that now? Jean Hill says yes. Andrew Liosa? I guess he's still absent. Barbara Stronza?
Barbara votes yes.
Edgar Ramos?
You want to say anything?
Votes yes.
Yahira Arias?
Tahira Avila votes yes.
So motion passes to increase her salary. And we bring this to the full board after this to have a full board,
It goes to executive,
goes to the executive first, and from the executive, it'll go to the full
the
board.
general board meeting, yes.
Okay, so this will now go to the executive committee meeting. And from there, it will be presented to the full board at the general board meeting. And then, let me see what's up next, Carla.
Yes.
The next meeting date will be determined, I guess, after the general board meeting. So we don't have a date right now. And is there anything discussion on the next agenda that needs to be brought forth at this point? Anybody have anything that they think should be on the next agenda? Yes, no? Since nobody's saying anything, I guess there's nothing up for discussion for the next agenda. I guess it will come up in due time. When do we actually have to do the next budget? Is that in March or April that we bring up the next budget? Or the end of June?
I think the end of June is where the update for, or it could be May. I think we have it on the calendar. I forgot. Let me see. We have a couple of meetings on the schedule already. I know this was not on it, but
Mhm.
we have. Let me look at your meeting. So we have June 15th as, yeah, June 15th to go over internal budget and another attendance review.
Okay. And then we would know also by that time if they're going to give the boards an increase.
It's likely that we may know by that time if we still don't, because sometimes it takes a lot to close the
Yeah,
year.
hear her.
Yes, we'll. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So if we don't have what the budget will look like for the new year, then we will meet in when we come back in September, we'll go over what the new budget looks like.
Okay.
Some community boards have opted to send a letter to the directly to OMB asking for a salary increase and the council members. I know we have a salary increase in our statement of need.
Mhm. Barbara, did you want to say something?
No.
Also, we will know how many board members are really going to be with us by that time.
True.
So do we have an overall understanding of the people who they're going to take off the board, say this cycle? When will
Yeah,
that be?
so
When will they
I
let us know?
so I got the list on Friday and I haven't really have any chance to go and look at it. So they asked me to look at it and make sure that their records match our records in terms of who is still in the community board and depending on when they came on board. I
Mhm.
would say I am highly, highly, highly impressed by some of our board members that have been on the community board since the 70s. And it's, it was just very, very shocking to learn. Also, I have much appreciation that some of our board members have decided to volunteer for that long. But as soon as I go over that list, I think I'll have an update by the executive meeting
Mhm.
and
Okay.
to really know how it looks like. It's just a lot of information. I did see that they had some board members that we have already lost. So I really have to go in detail to see who's there, who's not there, and when people were appointed. Um, yes. So I will have a list by the executive meeting of who is likely to be term limited.
Okay. And then with that term limit process, it's my understanding that they will be off the board for a year's time. And if they decide that they want to come back, they will
It's for
have
a
to.
full term. For a full term. So you have to be off the community board for 2 years, which is a
2
term.
years. Oh, the whole
And
2 years.
yes. And then you reapply and then you come back on board.
Okay. And
2
so
years
that
go
should
by
be,
very quickly. So hopefully, I'm hoping that some people decide to come back and just stay on, right? You may not be voting, but at least you're already engaged and you know what's happening. People will continue to receive our emails, and our emails have a lot of information. So I think once you're engaged, you are forever going to be engaged. And as CV7, as a community board, we are very receptive to receiving feedback via our other board members, via email, via phone, via text. Um, so I'm hoping that we don't lose that engagement in the community, that people are still, even if they're not a part of the community board, that people will still continue to be interested on what's on the agendas, what's happening and still be involved somehow.
Mhm.
And, once their break is over, if they choose to, they can, I'm sure if they apply, they're likely to get back on the community board.
Okay. So I think as long as we let everybody understand that it's a 2-year term, that they would be off and that they could still come to meetings. They just won't have voting privileges, but they could still come in and participate, share their thoughts, and let us know if anything that might be going on in particular that, the community needs to be aware of. So, yeah.
Hi, this is Helene. Can I jump in with a
Sure.
question?
Yes.
So basically, it sounds like we know that we've been on the board for a long time, we should not even reapply.
So that
Am
has
I-
been, yeah, I would say some of my colleagues have already told some of their board members that if they know that they're term limited, that maybe they could sit reapplying out. But I would say like that's a personal choice. At the executive meeting and at the general board meeting, we will have a list of who is going to be term limited. And it will be your own personal choice whether you want to reapply anyway or just sit the term out and then reapply in 2 years.
Okay, thank you.
And the term limit is a hard rule. It's not like they can make exceptions and said, oh, well, I think you can stay on for a little longer. It's a definite cut and you're off for 2 years. And that's what the process is going to be. So you're shaking your head, yes, Carla.
Yes, no, that's how the process is. It's law. I mean, everyone, the masses voted for this to happen. So
Mm-hmm. And the masses don't show up to all of these things. So I hope the masses are
yeah.
going to be happy with it, what they wanted. Harry, you want to say something?
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
You sound a little far away.
Okay.
We couldn't hear you clearly, Hira. You were saying something? No, she cut her mic off. She might have been talking to someone in the
Yeah,
background.
she's fixing her mic, I think.
Oh.
Yes.
Does anybody else have anything that they have questions about or want to bring to our attention?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Now we
Yes.
can.
Okay, no, I just wanted to say, we just have to remind the board members who are going to be term limited, just to remind them that why they joined the board in the first place, right? To just still be engaged and still be a part of the community. Just because you're not part of the board doesn't mean you don't stop being engaged. Continue to come, continue to show support, continue to let us know of the things in our districts, because if we don't hear from them, we don't know. So it's good to just keep maybe keep tabs on people for a little bit and just say, hey, we're checking in, making sure, you're still a resident, that you're still engaged, that you still want to come around, and we're doing this and we're doing that event. I think it'll just keep everybody wanting to come back in 2 years.
Mhm. No, that's a good idea. Very good idea. So for clarification, we will be doing Zoom meetings the entire month of February. And then
Yes, until
come back in
22nd.
March, in-person meetings.
No, only until February 22nd. After February 22nd, the state of disaster from Governor Hochul expires. So for our general board meeting, we're back in person, unless we get another little winter storm
Mhm.
and they extend the state of disaster or a state of emergency.
Okay.
But for now, we can meet virtually until the 22nd. And then for our general board meeting on the 24th, we're back in person.
So that really covers most of our meetings except for the general board meeting.
Yes.
Okay. Any other items to be brought to the table? Yes, no? Carla, where are we at this point in the agenda?
I think you have covered everything. Let me go back on the agenda. Hold on.
Okay, so we're good. So can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Seconded.
Okay, so that was Yahira and Barbara Schronzer. I thank everybody for coming. We got through our business fairly quickly. And I will see some of you at the executive meeting.
Okay.
And good night and stay warm. I hope
Good
nobody
Good night and stay safe.
problems